So we may not know that one, but I think the dynamics work.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They do.
Because we have like a unique perspective, and being American, and myself, from the Congo. Shout out to everybody from the Congo. That was me throwing up the C, not a gang sign. It wasn't a gang sign. It was a sword.
Let those people in LA know.
Nah, it wasn't a gang sign. It was just
to make sure you kind of edit that in post.
Congo started with the C. It wasn't like a gang sign.
A lot of things start with C: cereal, car, crib. So,
wow.
It just now sinking in.
I guess.
Hey, just excuse him. English isn't his first language.
English isn't my first language, so I'll be working on these things.
Okay.
Yeah, it's tough. We're doing this live and crazy audience here. So it makes it really challenging.
You do a good job of getting back to it though.
No. I'm just here. I'm a professional. We're 105 episodes in, something like that. I don't know.
This will be on 110.
I was close, I guess.
That's a milestone. Congrats to y'all.
Oh, I appreciate that, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we started off.
Talk about diligence. That's diligence.
Yeah. It's funny that you talk about a meeting because we had a meeting at Torchy's. Shout out to Torchy's. They didn't sponsor us, by the way. Huh?
Best queso in the world.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
Hands down.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So we had a meeting at Torchy's, and because I don't know if you know about the nonprofit, the Perspectives Worldwide is a nonprofit through which the podcast comes through, So it was an opportunity for us to just kind of utilize that space to be able to.
And Perspectives Worldwide, is that you guys as a nonprofit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're co-founders of it. So
What does it do?
So the motto is to serve people, change perspectives, and unity.
Nice.
And so the mission is basically provide travel, culture, and service opportunities, people to grow their perspective, grow their relationship with the Lord through those. And that could be local service opportunities, mission trips, cultural dinners. Like we had one at Congolese cultural dinner a couple years ago. Bro, we need to host that African one.
We do.
We need to talk with Joel and make that happen.
Yeah, it's going to be fire.
Have the African United Nations in here. Bro, that would go crazy. But yeah, so
that's dope.
His whole family made food. It was amazing. But do that, and then we were just kind of praying because we started that 2017, and then 2018 we were praying through how can we genuinely serve as many people as possible while still staying in our lane and not going outside of things. And so from there, we're praying through, you know what, podcasts, okay, that's becoming that's a thing now.
It's a thing,
so
for sure.
Well, what will we do? And it's just okay, bring on guests, talk about how travel, culture, service, let's change their perspective, grow in their faith. And then as this journey has kind of come along, in our life and in perspectives, the areas of entrepreneurship, of creativity have come in, especially with this project that we've been working on that we'll share with you afterwards. But in that, a lot of creativity, a lot of entrepreneurship, a lot of philanthropy is within that. And so then from there, it's okay, we can talk with people about that too. That's in our lane. We're not going outside of overextending ourselves and not staying in what God's set for us.
For sure.
So it's been, and it's a journey, to even be able to just share what's going on with the nonprofit occasionally as well. And using this as just an avenue to do that. And so it's definitely been an interesting business structure of doing that, of putting a podcast under a nonprofit and being okay, it's affiliated, but still a little bit different.
Yeah.
And obviously from there, the business model changes a little bit because it's just okay, the primary growth is, or the primary purpose is to be a avenue for the nonprofit and accomplish its mission rather than just growing or whatever else a podcast in and of itself can do.
For sure.
So it's been an interesting journey. But, whenever you have this personality over here, you can accomplish just about anything.
I would agree with that. I would.
What do you mean by that?
I think I would agree.
That I'm nicer than Caleb, or?
I didn't bring that up.
Well, I'm just curious, what do you mean by that?
You enjoy comparing people?
Not at all.
That's something you
not at all
spend a lot of your free time doing?
The Bible says don't compare yourselves among yourselves. It's not wise.
So you do know it's wrong.
Why you got all those lists up in your room then?
What list?